Ba Weep, Grana Weep, Ninibon. Got a lot of stuff going on. As you can see, I've been uploading a whole bunch of crap, and for the modeling update, I think what I might do is split the month in half. So we're getting close to the halfway mark in December, so I'm going to just record some of this. One thing I found was really interesting is after I had uploaded the November update, I had mentioned about YouTube and such, and I mentioned about VidMe, and I got an email from VidMe saying that they were calling it quits and that they could not find a path to sustainability, so they're calling it quits, which is unfortunate, because if a YouTube was to go belly up somehow, that they would have been able to be at the right place at the right time, but unfortunately, oh well. So I had made an account, but I never really uploaded anything to them. So I guess I don't know, Daily Motion, like I've said before, out of the question. It's just for TNA. There's nothing else really to do with that platform. I gave up on them. And BitChute, it's just like fancy kind of BitTorrent. I don't really like that too much. Anyhow, so got something from JT Graphics, and this is cool because actually I feel bad because I had just sent him an email saying, hey, let me know when you might be sending my stuff, and just kind of like a friendly nudge. Hopefully I wasn't being nagging or whatever, but I came home this afternoon, and the postal worker came soon after that, rang the doorbell, and I got my package from JT Graphics. I'll show you that. First, I wasn't planning on getting anything, but I went to Mandai in Takasaki City, and I hadn't been there in like a year, and went to their model section, and I found this. This is the Hasegawa VF1S Valkyrie, and this is a special clear colored version. So let me show you that. Right now, actually I need to move this stuff out of the way. I've been, you can see here, I've got the P38 Lightning Eggplane that I've been doing some rework on, and I've got a bunch of stuff. If anybody is wondering, why the heck doesn't this guy finish anything? Like I said, I've only finished 2 models this year, but hopefully I'll be able to do a whole bunch of models, like all around the end of the year, or the beginning of next year. Got the P38 Lightning. I got the Tiger Cute P40 Warhawk. I am masking this up to do camouflage. I've never done camouflage before. Well, I did when I was a kid, but it doesn't count. So yeah, for airbrushing, I've never airbrushed camouflage patterns before. Got that Destroid. Hopefully I can finish that up real soon. The Honda Beat. Got a bunch of stuff that hopefully I'll be finishing soon. Anyhow, let me point the camera this way and show you what I got here. So here it is. My cutting mat is looking really shabby. I have ordered a new one from Yodobashi. I wanted to get a Wave, which is a nice blue colored one, but it's been on back order for about a month now. I don't know what's going on. Anyhow, so this is actually colored green for some reason. It's not an overpowering green. It's just green. So I think, I wouldn't have bothered trying to light up a 1/72 scale Hasegawa and try to go all out. But considering that this is all clear, I'm kind of tempted to do so. Now, so it's not an overpowering green. It's just kind of it's fairly subtle. So I think that if there's any parts that I want to have lit, it really wouldn't show up green, especially once I have the lights going. So, but yeah, it's just basically just a standard Hasegawa Valkyrie kit, except it's cast in clear green. And the actual clear parts that are supposed to be regular clear, like the canopy and such, this is just regular clear plastic, nothing special. So that's what I got this past weekend. This is only 1,000 yen. Only 1,000 yen, guys. So I'm happy about that. So, JT Graphics really came through, and I'm going to be ordering a bunch of stuff from him probably next year, like the Katinga, the Klingon battlecruiser that I showed in the November update a few weeks ago. This is really cool. So these are the Ambassador class lifeboats. This is for the Star Trek USS Enterprise C. So here's some more supplemental decals. This is looking really cool. Let me point this down here. Check this out. So these are really, really cool. Okay, so this is like a light, kind of like a yellowish white, kind of like a cream color. These are all of the lifeboats, and these are really cool. This is like printed in gold ink. Really cool. So I imagine he's got an Alps printer or something along that line. And it says here, let me open up the instructions. So here we go. JT Graphics. Here. Okay. Contains placement guide. I did not receive a placement guide. Okay. Well, I'm not so sure about that. I don't know what these things go to. I don't know what these things are for. Anyhow, it says starboard side and then port side. So at least that's easy. I just don't know what this gold printed thing is about. I don't know, man. If you know, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just contact Jeffrey at JT Graphics and ask him what's going on with that. The other cool thing I want to show you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. JTGraphics.com. Galactica Shuttles. These are the TOS, original series Galactica Shuttles. I need to zoom in. So tiny. So tiny. Alright, I'm going to zoom in here for you. These guys are so small, man. It comes with 3 different Galactica TOS shuttles. And it says here on the instructions, these are 3D printed parts. Must be cleaned with a strong cleaning agent in order to remove any support residue. We recommend using acetone and a soft toothbrush. Wow, I'm just afraid of losing these things. These are so small. So very, very small. And what you got here, let me flip this over. Here are the decals. So here are the windows. And then you have these stripes along the side. So what I would need to do is just paint the thrusters black. Paint the body like a, I don't know, like a bluish gray or something rather. I don't know what color that's supposed to be. Just a light gray. And there you go. So yeah, this is going to be really cool for my my group build. So yeah, JT Graphics, really cool. Oh yeah, and what I was talking about before in the last video, and I forgot to mention it, we're talking about crappy sellers. Monsters in Motion. I really cannot recommend them at all. My friend, he pre-ordered 172 Macross Gerwalk. It was a limited edition VF1D Gerwalk, and it came with resin figures and such. And they took his money, and they never shipped him his stuff, and it's been sold out. And they never gave him his stuff, and so he has tried calling them repeatedly, demanding a refund, and it wasn't until he finally threatened them with a lawyer or whatever, or, you know, to talk about like the Attorney General for the state they were in. Then finally the guy from Monsters in Motion calls back and leaves a message on his cell phones, claiming that he has been trying to contact my friend, and he's going to give him a refund. Well, they should have just given him a refund to begin with instead of giving him a bunch of crap. So again, that's Monsters in Motion, and I looked up on the internet. They have a lot of negative reviews. I know some people who have done business with Monsters in Motion, and they've had no problems. But considering so many people who have had a really rotten experience with them, I would not recommend them at all. So let me show you these really cool magazines I've been getting. These are a bunch of back issues. Some of them have been discounted. These are really cool. So this is Scale Model Fan, and I believe this is a defunct magazine. This is, I think, from 2013 or something like that. It's kind of old. But I've been going flanker crazy, so I got a bunch of flanker related magazines here. Check this out. So, you know, blah blah blah. This issue is dedicated to flankers and fulcrums. So it goes plane by plane pretty much. Like, it starts out with doing the SU-27 flanker. And it has, like, by scale here, it's got the Trumpeter 1/32 scale SU-27 Flanker B, which is pretty amazing. And it has the 1/48 scale by Academy and Edward, and then it lists the 1/72 scale. So you got Hasegawa, several different releases with Hasegawa, Trumpeter, neat stuff. So here's the Flanker C. It has the 1/32 scale Trumpeter, and other iterations. So this is the SU-30 flanker, FG and H, different models of this. It's got this Vesta right there, as you see that. And here's the MiG-29 Fulcrum. So it's got like the 1/32 scale Revell kit. Pretty neat stuff, huh? Very neat. This is really cool. This is made by Kopro. Never heard of them before, but that's a Slovakian digital camouflage. That's really cool kit. I've never heard of Kopro before, but that is what, number 32. That's a 1/72 scale. That's really cool. And this is the Tamiya Fulcrum one. I see this one a lot. Airfix. I wonder how that one is. And then the Hasegawa MiG Fulcrum. So, neat stuff. So it's got the SU-33. Here's the the kit I have by Hasegawa, and this is really cool. Actually, I'm currently bidding on this, so hopefully I'll get it in the next couple days. I don't know, but this is the SU-34 fullback. It's pretty cool. That's the one with the two the pilots or whatever. They're sitting right next to each other. It's kind of interesting shape. So yeah, very, very neat. Several different builds. And one of these actually is interesting because he has it lit up, and I don't know why, but they kind of, like right here, you see the light there. You can see like one of the engines lit up, but it's just a person holding it between their fingers. They don't actually show the kit lit up at completed. They just show it completed, turned off. I don't know why, but there you go. So here's another one. This is model art, and this is dedicated also to the flankers, the SU-27 and SU-33 and 35. So lots of cool photographs of built kits. Very, very neat. Very, very, very cool. So this is really cool. So you got like the SU-30 Mark 1 and Mark 2. Interesting. Pretty cool photographs here. So these are of actual flankers apparently. So neat stuff. And lastly, this is Scale Aviation magazine, and this is the Russian Modern Warfighters. And this is really cool. Every issue of Scale Aviation, you get this. They call them the nose art queen. So you got this girl. She's wearing like a Russian Berber type hat, and you get to see pretty girls, sexy girls in every issue. Isn't that great? Look at her. She's like, "Ooh, I have boobs. Tee-hee-hee. They're pretty." Alright, so you got the PAC FAT-50. I don't know what that one is, but the SU-47 even in there. That's pretty cool. MiGs. And you got the Chinese, the J-11 and such. Here's Flanker C. This is Academy. 1/48 scale. Really cool. Now I know that Academy has, yeah, they've issued a flanker that was actually a Zvezda. So I don't know what's going on with this. There's a 1/48 scale. And here is the flanker color set that I got. And in this magazine you can see them building it up step by step here with the different colors. So that's cool. Oh yeah, here's the SU-47. That is really cool. And this is just a test. I don't think they've gone into full production with this. It's a prototype. So yeah, there you have it. And this is just a regular magazine here. Oh no, actually these are MiGs here. And yeah, just the regular rest of the magazine. So there you go. Neat stuff. It's a MiG-29 Fulcrum C by Great Wall Hobby, 1/48 scale. Neat. Okay, so check this out. This is really cool news. I'm pretty excited and kind of proud over this. So I have been published in Fine Scale Modeler magazine. When I attended the All Japan Model Hobby Show at the end of September, you know, as you may have seen, I did a video of that. I've taken a bunch of pictures. I uploaded some of those pictures onto my Tumblr account, and I have a bunch more. I want to put on my homepage, which I haven't really touched very much. Of course, that's stevethefish.net, and that goes without saying. But anyhow, so I submitted a bunch of photographs to Fine Skill Modeler magazine, and it is now published. And they didn't even tell me this. Now, I had offered to voluntarily, submit photographs just pro bono. I didn't ask for any money. I just said, here, you can have these, and I'll be happy if you just publish them. So they didn't tell me. So Aaron Skinner is the editor, and you should check out their YouTube channel. They upload videos as well. He didn't email me and let me know that I was going to be in this new issue. So Jared Rebels at Cloud9, he's the one that told me, hey, congratulations, you're in the magazine. I'm like, whoa, what the heck? So it's in the January 2018 issue of Fine Skill Modeler. It's on the front cover even. It talks about a new products report from Japan. And he scanned an article for me. He scanned the page that I am on, and it says exclusive All Japan Hobby Show report. And it calls me Fine Skill Modeler's special correspondent. So, yeah, I'm special. So special. And so that makes me happy. Again, I didn't ask for any money. I'm just happy that they included me. They published me in the magazine. So check that out. That's something I'm excited about. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to upload more stuff later, maybe at the end of the year, and hopefully I'll get the AMT Oldsmobile done. It's snowing tonight, so I don't want to open up the window and try to do any airbrushing or anything like that. Hopefully I'll get that done this weekend. So in other news, my daughter's really fallen in love with video games. And my wife, of course, she's kind of upset about that because my wife doesn't like games. Her mom likes games, her sister likes games, but my wife, it's always been a hang-up for her. And so my daughter, I've recently pulled out my Sega Saturn out of the closet and gotten into that. I'm really tempted to do another 100 Sega Saturn games in 10 minutes video, like a volume 2. There's a bunch that I do not yet have, though, so I'm thinking I might take some footage from like a RetroCore, SegaGagaDomain.com, which unfortunately is now defunct. But if you use the Wayback Machine, you can find the archived saved cache of those sites. And coming up next weekend, so not this weekend but the next weekend, I will be on vacation. So I'm going to be starting a long vacation. So how long, you might ask? Well, it is
2 weeks.
That's right. Actually, it's going to be a little bit more than 2 weeks. It's going to be like 17 days. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So yeah, I'm going to be home during the entirety of my, my daughter's going to be home as well, with school winter vacation. So hopefully I can get a bunch of models done at the end of the year. So I have purchased the Fine Skill Modeler magazine that my article is in, as well as they've recently come out with a book which is a compilation of several different science fiction model builds that have been published in the magazine in the past, and it's called Out of This World Modeling. And so I went ahead and purchased that book as well, and hopefully I should receive it by sometime in January, hopefully at the latest. So I can't think of anything else to talk about. That's pretty much it. So as always, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So long, and thanks for all the fish. And one last thing, have a Merry Christmas. or else.
Christmas. Christmas. Yeah.